Sad news. Gene Hackman, his wife, one of his dogs was found dead inside their Santa Fe home. And at first—
The dog too?
The dog too, believe me, it gets weird. One of my favorite fictional coaches of all time in Hoosiers. I loved him in Behind Enemy Lines, Crimson Tide. I can go through the list. Gene Hackman was an incredible actor, had incredible versatility. But this case is weird, and it's getting weirder. So at first, when the maintenance men found him, his wife, and the dog deceased in the house, it was kind of blown off as, oh, it was carbon monoxide poisoning or this, that, and the other. But now, and officials have said this, authorities have said this, it has been raised to a suspicious death. Because here are the details we know so far, guys. Gene Hackman was found dead. His wife was found dead. Both of their bodies were decomposing. His wife, her body was described as being mummified, and the dog was allegedly found dead in the closet. Now, where the wife was found, there was pills that were scattered over the counter. I find this highly suspicious because you have other dogs that were found roaming around the property that were theirs, but the one that was in the house was put into the closet. I don't understand why the dog would be dead, right? How the time of death between Gene Hackman and his wife is gonna work out, because it said they looked like Gene Hackman fell. Now they're saying it is suspicious and it is being investigated as a suspicious death. And the front door was open.
The front door was open?
The front door was
open. So why
open.
are we even entertaining monoxide?
Why are we even entertaining that if there's a pill bottle scattered all over
True.
the bathroom? I don't even know how that would be an option. Obviously, a toxicology report will come back. That shouldn't take that long. Nothing about this, look, and I'm not an FBI, I'm not an agent, but I've seen enough to where, you scatter pills all over the place.
You've seen enough Gene Hackman movies?
Yeah, it feels like you're trying to make it look like it's something else, right? And another thing, what's a mummified?
That's what I wanted to ask. What does that mean?
Exactly is a mummified? Like, did someone try to wrap it?
No,
or is it just decomposing?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it is a term for the state of decomposition of the body. That's what I'm thinking. Again, in the comments, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
So is there any indication right now on like how long they had been deceased before they're found for something to be decomposed and mummified?
They said the last time, like, people haven't seen him in days. I've seen somebody say it's been 2 weeks since someone has seen him. Now, there is a picture of Gene Hackman who's 95 years old, looking
95,
frail,
okay,
walking around, looking, and that's what happens when you're 95 years old. As far as the life of Gene Hackman as an actor, absolutely incredible, one of the best to ever do it. But if this turns out that there was foul play involved, or that somebody saw an old rich man and went in there and decided to take the opportunity to try and rob him or whatever, who knows? Who knows how this went down? This is just an incredibly sad story all the way around.
Well, it was already sad. It was already sad just when I saw that Gene Hackman
doubt.
died, because I was such a big fan of his for years and years and years. And look, you made it to 95, that's a great life, but still.
Who kills the dog?
I've seen reports that have said the dog was found dead in a closet, which I don't think you would put the dog in the closet to do that. To me, the only reason you'd put the dog in the closet is if the dog was a threat to you when you walked into the house.
But there were other dogs
roaming the property,
like in the house.
Right? This is a big
It almost feels like
property,
it's, and this is, I'm just throwing alleged, this is what, it almost seems like either it was a crime scene, someone did it, or you said that the wife was deceased longer than what Gene
That's what I've seen reports saying that. That is alleged. I want to make sure and say that as well. There are so many suspicious arcs now to this story. The front door being open, the wife, Gene Hackman, and the dog, who was reportedly in a closet, all being dead. And I saw an interview with I think it was a former detective investigative journalist, that said, the causality of people dying that close to each other, like, that doesn't just really naturally happen. Something had to force that. Then you throw in the dog being dead as well. This is just, it's a horrifically sad, but also, I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, and you can't even make a movie about it because no one would be good enough to play Gene Hackman. No one could even play 95-year-old Gene Hackman.
And I don't want, Gene Hackman, one of the best actors to ever do it. Don't let him being that good of an actor take away from what this case is. Because I already see people coming out and talking about his best movies. They're not even talking about the case. We have to figure this out.
Oh, well, I was going to ask what y'all's favorite Gene Hackman movie was.
Crimson Tide.
Am I wrong?
Behind Enemy Lines.
Behind Enemy Lines?
Behind Enemy Lines.
Behind Enemy Lines is a good
That's
one.
a really
Yours is Crimson Tide?
Yeah.
The scene with Denzel when they're arguing.
I'm the commander of this ship. Give me that
Well, let us know in the comments. What is your favorite Gene Hackman movie, and what do you think about this case? We're going to continue to monitor it and bring you guys any new information that follows.